Thank you, Ken. All right, well, last year we took you on a tour of 12 Vultures, which is a curiosity shop in Northeast Minneapolis. It's kind of like a museum where you can find countless intriguing items for purchase, things like antique collectibles to natural items like fossils and taxidermy.
Well, while Bill was there, he discovered a unique artist who's a regular contributor to the store. Bill's curiosity got the best of him, and he wanted to meet this artist and learn more about her work, Micro Mayhem. Take a look.
I guess you would call it insect taxidermy. Yeah, I don't really know anybody else who puts it together, so I don't really know what else you would call it. Hi, my name is Melody, and I am a miniaturist and bug taxidermist.
So what is bug taxidermy?
That's a hard question. So bug taxidermy is basically taking a bug, insects, and I use them from all over the world, and I can pose them in various ways. This is a jungle nymph. Most people have seen like stick bugs, stick insects, or leaf bugs. They are part of the same family. And some people keep these as pets, actually. They have very large thorns on their body. They look really cool, but you have to be careful when you're handling these. It's a purple spotted swallowtail. It's not a very exotic name, but this is one of my favorite little butterflies. I just think they're really pretty. And then this is my favorite type of beetle. This is the Goliath beetle. And these are actually one of the largest bugs in the whole world. I've always seen like bugs in frames, more specifically butterflies. That's the most common thing that you see, and I always thought those were beautiful, but my favorite is really the beetles. The music and the bug. John, Paul, Ringo, and Goliath. This one isn't all the way completed yet, but these are my favorite things that I do. These scenes, I like to do a lot of details in there. I have different ideas for different things, like a snippet, like a scene from a story that's in my head. I do a lot of smaller ones where I just like to do the grasshoppers lounging at home. I think those are pretty popular. People really like those. It'll be like a Victorian couch and books, and I don't know why I always make them smoking a cigarette or having a drink, just like they look like they're relaxing at home. But I've done like a scene where there's a couple and they're in bed at night, and I've done one where there's a couple and they're hanging out in the bathroom together. Well, it started as a hobby, but now it's definitely a profession. I think it started out when I was growing up. I was always really, really into miniatures, and I also really loved insects. It is a lot of fun. One of my favorite things about it is just getting to see all the different insects from all around the world, and it continuously surprises me how beautiful they can be. It's not something I thought I would be doing at this point in my life, but I'm really happy I am.
And Melody stopped by to show us some of her projects up close. We're really glad you do this too. This is fascinating.
Thank you.
What is going on in your, like, I kind of said, like, your brain clearly thinks differently than mine, but I love your brain and I want to be inside of it to know how you come up with like little vignettes like this one.
You know, it's like I said, I've just always been really interested in miniatures and insects, and I don't know, I just think of like fun scenes for them all day long. I'm thinking of fun scenarios to put them in, and I like thinking of the insects as like little people, and they're at home, and what are they doing at home, and what kind of lives do they live?
So whimsical.
Where do you get the bugs?
I order them from all over the world,
Sure.
several different vendors. Most of my bugs come from Southeast Asia. They just generally have the prettiest bugs. But some come from South America and even Africa.
Okay, so you showed us this beetle a little earlier,
Yes.
right? Well, it's dried up.
Yes.
I'm having a hard time understanding how you can take a dried bug and
Manipulate
make
it?
it look like it's laying on a couch smoking a cigarette and having a bottle of wine. Like, how do you do that?
So when I get my bugs, they are dried completely.
Yep.
They're usually curled up or folded up wings and such. I have to rehydrate them, which can take a few days depending on the
Oh,
size of the
gotcha.
bug.
Yep.
And then I can pin them or glue them into the position that I would like to have them in.
Gotcha.
And then they have to dry again.
Does this guy have wings?
He does, yes.
They're just
under,
folded in.
Yep, under these shells. If he was hydrated, which he's not, I could open those and spread out the wings.
You're not painting any of these bugs, right? Like you showed some of the
No.
butterflies and like this guy, these colors, like this is naturally how they come.
This is naturally how they come, and often is the case when they're alive, they're even more vibrant and beautiful. So we only get to see a fraction of how lovely they really are.
Where are you getting the little teeny tiny bottle of wine and pack of smokes and sofa?
Well, that's a secret, but no, I order things online
Yeah.
occasionally, things that I can't make. A lot of stuff I do make myself, and I've just been doing some things with like UV resin as well, pouring into molds to be able to make glasses and bottles and things like that as well.
Do you customize these? Do people come in and say, I want, my grandfather loved Beatles and he loves watching TV, and you come up with a little vignette for them?
Yes, I'm actually working on one right now for somebody who's an author, and they requested something with characters from their book. So that's something that I'm working on, a bigger piece. I have not done a lot of that. I've mostly just been doing my own ideas, but I'm certainly open to doing personalized pieces.
Did your husband has some role in this in its onset, or what?
So when we first started dating, he knew I was interested in insects, and
Yeah.
I just thought that they were really pretty. It was before I was doing all of this, and he gave me a gift of a dead cicada that he found, which I put away and then later heard buzzing and turned out to it was
not dead.
Not be dead.
It was not dead.
Oh, geez.
And so I released that gift back outside.
Melody, do you have favorites? Like, I would imagine it's really hard to pick and choose, but on this table, like, which ones speak to you in a
So,
louder voice?
My favorite by far to do is always like the large grasshoppers in the scenes. That grasshopper is called Tripithecus dux. It's actually the largest grasshopper in the world, and those are from South America. People confuse them for birds sometimes.
Yeah,
They get so
for
big.
people at home to be able to tell the scale of that, just its wings itself, that's probably 5 inches.
The wings
So
can
if you
can
take
get
them out that way,
very
yeah.
large.
Yeah,
yes.
so that's tucked up under. Yeah, I would not want that grasshopper to land on me. Can you imagine its little
Oh my
legs
gosh, no.
digging into your?
No.
They're actually quite gentle.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I really love doing those.
When do you take a bug and do a vignette like this versus something like this?
It sort of depends on if I have an idea specifically.
Yeah.
I do like the grasshoppers the best for the little vignettes because of their flexibility and the way that they're the most sort of human-like, the way they sit up. Some beetles and things just wouldn't really work for that. You
Makes
can't move
sense.
their head in the direction you want. But it just really depends on, their shape and their size and how they turn out when they're dried.
I like envision you getting the mail and opening up something and being like, ooh, I'm going to put you in a bar. And ooh, like you
That's
probably look at
exactly-
it,
that's
right?
exactly how
the
it
bugs
goes.
and know exactly what to do with them. Well, Melody, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thank
super
you.
interesting.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you
for
for
stopping
having
by. Melody sells all her items at 12 Vultures in Minneapolis. We'll put links for Micro Mayhem and 12